episode of Der999 Talks about. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. More roosty stuff. So, if you haven't heard, which I've only just now heard through a, well, let me show you. This is my video browser, where I keep all my videos. Good thing I have like 32 gigabytes of RAM, because, let me just show you. This is Bing, this is the new Bing, by the way, or Canary as I call it, as it was called when it was in development, but, even that's almost half of my memory. Just about. Just that. So yeah. But, as you can see, Warner Media and Discovery, yes, that Discovery, the Discovery Channel, Discovery, Warner Media, the people who own half of it, the people who own a lot of everything, just like how Disney owns a lot of everything, and they own Warner Brothers, for one, they own Warner Brothers, who owns a group, and this group owns Rooster Teeth. Then the reason why they're being sold is because AT&T, the people who own them, yes, that AT&T, the phone company, they are selling everything that's not a phone because they want to get back to their bread and butter. So, or probably just the bread, to their staple foods. So, they're selling everything, and this includes Warner Brothers, and there was a big bidding thing that bought up Warner Brothers. I think Warner Brothers went to EA. Hopefully, I'm hoping to everything that I'm hoping, well, to Microsoft mostly, that Rooster Teeth goes to Microsoft. Why? Because Microsoft could do a good job of running Rooster Teeth. Bernie's out, by the way. He actually left in June or July, regardless. He left during the summer of 2021. Not quite sure why. You have to do your own research on that one. I'll link in the description to this article I found, which is basically the only, well, Bloomberg. This is just a telling of the story of what's going on. Nothing has changed since apparently April. It's now, as you can see by my minimalist design, which you can't see, it's now December of 2021. This is April 2021, as you can see. I still like it myself. It's nice. It gives you everything you want and nothing you don't want, most of the time. And it gives you all different articles, so you can get a good looking at the smattering of nonsense that are news articles these days. But this one's important. So have you noticed things going? I mean, I've been noticing, like, for example, season 9's delayed, for one. We got fairy tales in its stead. Volume 9 of RWBY got delayed. Volume 7 of RWBY was, took a long time getting out, same with Volume 8. Getting out in its entirety, kind of like the olden days of Red vs. Blue. Of Rooster Teeth. And Bernie left. I can't tell you which ones of the original founding members are still in Rooster Teeth. I really can't. So many have left that Gus, maybe? It's really hard to tell what's going on there. They're hemorrhaging money and stock prices. Well, they're mostly imaging stock price, which means nothing. You can hemorrhage stock prices all you want, but you can always recover from it. Stock is just what you're publicly trading as. If you stop publicly trading, you can still survive. There are plenty of companies that stopped publicly trading and kept going for years later. For example, I bought a Model M keyboard that IBM gave up a long time ago because someone bought the patent. I got a DeLorean, I got a die-cast DeLorean model from DeLorean itself because they were bought by the fans, essentially. Halo got bought by the fans, essentially. Thief or 3 and whatever, and that's the best analogy, but it's the most famous one. And what have you. So it's entirely likely that there are a few scenarios. One, Rooster Teeth dies, completely dies, which is probably most likely. Rooster Teeth dies completely. That can be considered a good thing. Because RWBY fanfiction's already on point, as you can see. I finally got my fanfiction out, as you can see. I need to I need to finish the trailers. But, yeah, they have more fanfiction, because no one would hold the license really at that point. I don't know who would, because if everyone sells Rooster Teeth and they go independent and then die, that's probably the best case scenario for the true Rooster Teeth RWBY Red vs. Blue fans. Although Red vs. Blue never got fanfiction really that much anyway. But RWBY gets tons of it. So RWBY will continue, of course, in our hearts. Unfortunately, we'll never figure out what Montiyama originally wanted for the 18 or 20 seasons, whatever it was. And I believe Volume 3's Blu-ray, they said that, or Montiyama himself said he had 18 seasons planned, or 18 volumes planned, I should say. And we're on Volume 8. We're going on to 9. We are 10 episodes away from the plan in the show that was planned around Volume 3's time. Now, there are people in the community that are saying, oh, it's gone to the social justice warriors. I'm like, what? No, here's luck on Disney. Have you been watching the same show I've been watching? Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, John, spoilers. Yes, John has a lesbian sister. But literally, the couple could have been straight. The couple could have been straight, and it would have changed literally nothing. It would have changed nothing. And it's not like the community is a stranger to lesbian characters anyway. Or even trans characters, let's be honest. If you've seen some of the the Rule 34 part of the community, then you know that trans is not something that the Rooster Teeth community stays away from. So I don't know who these people are who are saying Rooster Teeth is SGW. I don't know what part of this community says, oh, it's Trumpian. Oh, it's alright. I don't know who these people are. Do they even watch the same show as us? From my standpoint, the main problem with the Rooster Teeth is it's terribly, terribly managed. Which will mean unless the other option, the second option, Microsoft buys it, which Microsoft has a habit of fixing things. If EA buys it, that'd be a problem. But if Microsoft buys it and hopefully straightens it up, then good! That'd be a good thing, because they do have a good game. Actually, have a few good games. They got Deck Builder, which is good. They got Arena, which is good. They got Grim Eclipse. They got Grim Eclipse. That's good. I don't know why I said RWBY there. I didn't say RWBY for the other two. That's good. At the very least, I know they have like one or two others. They're all good games. So Combat Ready was a nice box and cards and everything. I didn't actually read the rules. I haven't read the rules yet. I'll probably play it one day. Vicious Circle never got off the ground, but that's not really their fault. That's really any indie game. That's really any multiplayer only game on Steam. Halo Incident's even suffering from that, and it's Halo. So yeah, there's a reason why I say always do bots. So yeah, that's the second option is Microsoft buys it, uses Rooster Teeth for their ads, makes another Rooster Teeth series, or even an animated Halo series with their animators in the Red vs. Blue style. Continues RWBY for crying out loud, because please continue RWBY. Continues Genlock, although I've been hearing bad things about Genlock Season 2. More that it's just been crazy, let's say. But I don't know, I don't have HBO Max, which is stupid. which is stupid that they put it on HBO Max and not put it on Rooster Teeth first, which, mind you, I'm paying $100 for. So I'm going to have to cancel that. But anyway, so yeah, and then the third option is they're bought by someone who uses the license poorly. I mean, they could also be bought by someone like Microsoft who would fix it, but they could likely be bought by someone who uses it just strictly for the license. That would be the worst case scenario. Rooster Teeth dying might be the best case. It'd be the best case for anyone writing fanfiction, mostly RWBY fanfiction, because that's mostly all the fanfiction there is, by my account. Then there is, then Microsoft buying it would be great, would continue it as is, albeit with better management, and buying it by some third-party company that uses it as a dead label like Polaroid or Cult or Pick Your Poison. They're all poison. They're all toxic. So yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got for today. Yeah, and if you didn't know, actually, let me do this. If you didn't know, the last video you would have saw, you could have seen on my channel, the last upload was me unboxing some Rooster Teeth stuff, which I'm actually kind of glad that I got now. Which I'm actually glad that I got now, because like their merch has gone really up in quality. It's just that their management's gone downhill. I mean, Volume 8, from what I've seen of it, which I watched it halfway, this one right here, which I watched halfway, it's good. It's rushed because of the bad management. Maybe that's how it was always supposed to be. Maybe rushed was how it's always supposed to be. I don't know how Monty M wrote the season plans. Was he doing it by summary? Was he doing it by episode? I don't know. And how strictly are Rooster Teeth following it? Based on the cleverness of the foreshadowing, I think they are following it pretty well. So, yeah. And also there's people saying Rooster Teeth is bad, or RWBY has been written terribly. But it's the same quality as Red vs. Blue. And no one complained about Red vs. Blue's writing. And it's the same quality as the prequels. Actually, it's better than the prequels, let's be honest. Just as meanable, but better. Voice acting, you could have an argument with. Honestly, I don't have an issue with the voice acting. It's not bad. Is it fantastic? Is it great? I really can't tell you. But it's not bad. It's not like you go watch worst voice acting in a video game and then you get the voice acting and then you go watch RWBY and like, oh, this is stellar quality. RWBY's stellar quality. It's not bad. It's not great, most likely, but it's not bad. Writing, I still don't know what issues people have with it. If you want to elaborate in the comments, please do. Maybe write a video title, because YouTube hates links. Maybe write me a video title with the name of a video that was particularly a good argument. But please, no YouTubers that are biased in your direction, please. I really don't like them. They're far too positive or far too negative. I mean, you know my style by now. You know my style, so go ahead and find another YouTuber that's similar. But from my experience, RWBY YouTubers they're either AMV YouTubers. They're either RWBY AMV YouTubers, which are the pillars of the community, or they are reviewers, which have opinions, or they are lore and they barely exist. On YouTube anyway. There's some fan fictions which are always good. Fan fictions and original music coming on a little late in the moment, I might add, but that will carry on the torch for sure. But yeah, it's not looking good. Not looking good for Rooster Teeth. I mean, I'll miss them, but if they were, but they somehow cultivated a very extremely divided community like the rest of the planet. So I really don't know what happened on that front. Like last time we checked in with the politics of Rooster Teeth, it was them just having bad management. Now they are what? Having a community dispute? Like what happened to Rooster Teeth's community? Is it just on Twitter? Just on Reddit? Maybe, I don't know. But looking at some YouTube videos for this news, which everyone is just sharing this one article, by the way. I don't know what whoever started this article, probably was Bloomberg, let's be honest. But whoever started this article, everyone's copying it. That includes me. So if you find the source for this nonsense, please tell me what the source is. Tell me and everyone here what the source is. But yeah, I mean, Rooster Teeth has brought far too many people together. Rooster Teeth has brought. Okay, let me try hard. Okay, Rooster Teeth has brought more people together than they have divided. So I hope they can continue and hope they can get back to doing what they were doing before, but better. With better management, less frat boy girl environment, or frat boy society girl, whatever, environment, and just get back to why we all love Rooster Teeth to begin with. Their funny humor, their down-to-earth nature, I guess their action too, what they've been leaning hard on recently. Ever since Rooster Teeth, let's be honest. I mean, ever since RWBY, let's be honest. Their characters too. Story and writing, not really. I'll be honest, not really. But that's never quite mattered either. Most people enjoyed Rooster Teeth for the jokes, for what I said. Like writing was never a strong point of Rooster Teeth, but it's never been a complete weak point. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Do appreciate watching on this video. Means nothing, you know what? I mean, if I could buy Rooster Teeth, I would. 100% I would buy Rooster Teeth. I mean, but I just can't. Unfortunately, I don't have anywhere near the amount of money I would need. It would be the dream to buy Rooster Teeth. Buy Rooster Teeth, fix it up, done. Add their nonsense to Green&Blue's nonsense, or keep them separate. Whatever would work better. Done. That'd be fantastic. But I do truly hope that in between the three options, that again, I really do hope that they just flat out they go independent and die. That would probably be their best death they could have. Come onto the scene as independent, die as independent. But yeah. But anyway, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you're watching this video, you let me know if you check out the rest of the stuff in the description below, such as various ways to support the channel. Maybe if your support, we'll be able to buy Rooster Teeth. Support this channel, which of course this way support channel is by watching these videos and each content we produce and by sharing friends with Lista. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I guess see you in a second.